Yeah. So it happened. I was like 11 or 12, right around there. But Saxon and myself, we went on a hike with a couple friends, and it was literally like today, beautiful day, 60, 70 degrees. Leaves were just starting to come in, and we were hiking along a trail, and as we were hiking, the ground kind of gave way, and there was a girl that we were with that fell down, and we saw her laying down there. So Saxon and myself, we tried to figure out how to get down, and Saxon then fell down, and I saw him, and I figured I had to try and find a way to get down and help them. And it ended up being all three of us really falling, and it was 75 feet down a cliff, and we all ended up getting life flighted out of there. Yeah, that was my brother Steve. So we were stuck on the side for probably 45 minutes, and I was on the phone with 911, and they're like, describe where you are. I see trees and a railroad track. That's it. So and the railroad track was miles long, and didn't really narrow it down. But my older brother Steve, he ended up being the first ones to find us, and the firefighters like, we can't get the stoke baskets up. Like, my back's hurt. Like, I can't do this. So my brother Steve ended up carrying the stoke baskets up to us, and then he just kind of propelled us down and got us life flighted. But it's pretty crazy that he kind of had to step up and do that. But that's what's so awesome about CrossFit, and like owning an affiliate. I take a deep passion in working with anybody who's a first responder, because I don't want anybody else to go through that experience of almost feeling helpless to an extent where somebody can't perform their job. So it really goes, I put a lot out to those first responders that really take the job seriously. And that's what they do. And they come into the gym, and like they're training for their job, and it's incredible. And I love working with those guys, because it's something that's serious, and they really do hold people's lives in their hands. And by them being fit up for the job, that's going to help a lot of people. We need to get more fit people that want to do these jobs. And I think it's a very serious, I think it's a very serious job. And I think that the health and fitness of these guys, it's really crucial for anything that they might come across. So just going through, even in the police academy, I was bringing a bunch of the students into the gym, and helping those guys be able to kind of pass the PT test. And it's awesome the way that I can kind of impact just by even owning an affiliate. Like, I think it's incredible. So I had a few different injuries. I had a traumatic brain injury. I broke 4 metatarsals in my toe. Some of them are still broken actually today, and there's some of them are a little bit shorter than the others. So they actually wanted to take those off, but I figured that would kind of hinder my running. So we just kind of left those on there. And the other injury I had was I had a tree branch impale on my leg, and cut it all the way up down to the femur. So it was a pretty traumatic experience. That kind of led us into CrossFit. So it's really a blessing in disguise, if I could word it anyway. Doctor said that I wouldn't be able to run or play sports or any contact. So I kind of found my way into CrossFit, because it's anybody that's hard-headed, they're not going to let somebody tell them what to do. And that's kind of like how we are today. And just led us down the path and made us the hard-headed people that we are. There's different ways to do a workout, and you need to be able to make sure you're using all of your energy in the best way possible. And going forward, just this past year, I ended up bringing on a coach, and he really kind of helped me dive into that, on how to approach a workout, how to be smart, when to take a smart risk, when not to. So I think the tools were there down there. It was more so in my mind on how I need to do workouts the right way, if that makes any sense. Started off with him with just endurance workouts, and he ended up giving us this one workout, and Sax and I were absolutely dead. And it looked so basic, but we were absolutely dead. And from that point forward, we just handed everything over to him, and we just put the trust in him. And yeah, we're gonna see where it takes us this year. This is our first competitive year working with him. I know Saxon had a chance to be able to use him a little bit in the Rogue and the games last year, but this is our first year working with him for live competitions, and we're going to see where it takes us. And I think just based off our fitness right now and kind of how we feel, I think it's going to be a good thing. It's a combination. I have a group of guys that I train with at the gym that really push me, but I have two coaches that push me to be better. And Greg, the guy that I started working with right before Brazil, and then Facundo. And those guys really support me, and they support me on the deepest level that if I go all in, it's going to happen. And I believe that as well. And this is the first year that I'm putting all the chips in on the table, and I'm going to try and make something happen. So I think it's going to be cool. And I think where everything shakes out, it's going to be awesome. And every day you just get better and better. And regardless, you're learning. Looking at this year, that was West Coast was the number one event that I was planning on peaking for last year. And that's the one I put my bid in for this year, because I really want to pick up where I left off last year in the season, and just carry that into 2021.